subject of today's video, workshops, specifically for flower farming. When I first decided to do flower farming, I did what I suspect most people do. I went to the library, borrowed books, I purchased books, I went online, I searched my local resources, which is Virginia Tech Extension Office, and ATTRA, A-T-T-R-A, and I'll put the links to those down below. And then I went on YouTube looking for recommendations on workshops and information on growing classes. And what I came across was two workshops, Floret Flower Farm and the Gardner's Workshop. Floret is a flower farm run by Erin Benzacane and her family out in Skagit Valley, Washington, which is Zone 7A on the West Coast. And the Gardner's Workshop is owned and run by Lisa Mason Ziegler, who also has run a flower farm for a number of years. And she is based here in Virginia, in the Virginia Beach area. Look out, puppy. I have dogs running around. I'm going to sit down for a few minutes. In Virginia Beach, also Zone 7A, but we have hotter summer temperatures and much more humidity in the summer. The Skagit Valley of Washington State is a little bit cooler in the summer, so the growing is a little bit different, which is why I decided to take the Gardner's Workshop classes first. So I will cover those first. Lisa Mason Ziegler has been a member of the American Specialty Cut Flower Growers Association for a long time. She has also been the district coordinator for our area in that organization, and she has done a number of seminars. So that's her experience. She has done seminars in front of large groups of people where she puts PowerPoint presentations on a screen, stands behind a podium, and did I say scream? Screen! Stands behind a podium and answers questions in a give and take manner with the audience. Her classes are run the same way. She does PowerPoint presentations, and at the end of each week there's a live Q&A session on her Facebook group where you can go on and what you learned during the week or as you watch the videos, you can ask questions. They will also take questions from prior weeks, but they try to avoid that so that it keeps consistent with what you're learning that week. However, the course is self-paced, and you have lifetime access to it, as well as the Facebook group that she sets up for the class. The Facebook group is, once you're in it for life, and each group that comes on is part of the same group. So it builds upon various people's experience, and we all help each other out by answering questions and asking questions. And Lisa Mason Ziegler and Dave Dowling also answer questions on that Facebook group. So she monitors that fairly frequently. She also offers little mini courses throughout the year. Now, Lisa's workshops are small workshops. They're broken out by topics, specific topics. The courses that I took were the basics of flower farming, which covered your basics of business, how to decide whether you really need to do this as a business or want to do this as a business, if you have the time to do this, the basics of flower seed starting, how to plan your gardens, how to plan your rows, just the general basics that you need to know to start a flower farm. Then she offered an advanced course, which I think is now called Woodies, Perennials, Bulbs, on something else, that is taught by Dave Dowling. Dave Dowling was a flower farmer for a number of years in New Jersey, which is also, I believe, Zone 7, 7A or 7B, 7A. And he is now the specialty cut flower representative for Ball Horticultural. He was in the same position with Edney Glockner when it was purchased by Ball, so he's continued on with the firm. And as he has been a number of years in the industry himself, as well as for a major wholesaler of cut flower products and plant resources, he has that behind him. He knows the what sells, what's good quality for cut flowers, because not every variety of a species of flower is good for cut flowers. So he knows that, and he teaches that in the course. Lisa also has other industry experts that teach various classes, say for wedding flowers, for florists, for designers. She brings in, there's another young couple that does growing in greenhouses and structures. So her courses are basically small chunks of specific areas of the flower farming industry, and you can pick and choose what you want to take. And they're offered throughout the year as these people have availability to teach these courses. They are all available online. They are all available with lifetime access. Lisa is also a published author. She has several books out. Two of the books that I have are Cool Flowers, which is what she's well known for. And the other is Flowers Love Vegetables or Vegetables Love Flowers, with interplanting with vegetables if you have limited space or you just want to do companion planting for your veggie garden. So those are Lisa's courses. Each of her courses runs anywhere from around $200 to the ones I took were $495. And when I took the two together in her flagship course, which was the first year it was offered in 2019, I got a slight discount for that, so it turned out to be about $900. Now, let me move on to Floret. I took that this year in 2020, this past year in 2020. Her sign-ups are offered coming up soon. I think it's in the next few weeks. And before she offers the sign-up, she offers a couple of mini courses, so that if you sign up for her newsletter, you will get information on how to sign up for those mini courses. If you take those mini courses, they are the exact same. They're free, by the way, and I'll put the links to those below as well. Those are her videos for her classes. Her course is a one-time-a-year workshop. It's comprehensive. It covers the entire thing from seed starting to flower selection to growing in structures to selling your flower options. We're going to be a U-pick farm here, and none of the courses covered U-pick flower farming, so I'm learning that as I go, and I may do a video at some point or a mini workshop, I don't know, depending on how things go after I've been doing this for a number of years and I have enough experience to say this works, this doesn't work. So if you want to subscribe and click notifications, I'll let people know when that comes out. But it won't be for a couple of years yet. Anyway, Floret's course, it's only one time a year. The course cost is around $2,000. I think 2020 I paid $1,900 or $1,950, something like that. She does offer scholarships, but if you're interested in that for future, you can keep an eye out for that in September next year. Her workshop comes with a course book as part of the class. You have, again, lifetime access to the course. Now, forum, where you once you sign up for the course, you are given access to the forum. It is on a different platform. It is not on Facebook. So I personally didn't find it as interactive for me because I didn't have as much time. I'm on Facebook, or I'm checking Facebook groups. I have a couple of groups I belong to, and of course the Farmers Workshop, the Gardeners Workshop forum on Facebook as well. So that's the platform I tend to use. I have to consciously go to the Floret platform if I wanted to do something. That forum is monitored by people that Erin has either, I don't know if they're paid or volunteers, but it's her team, and they will ask questions. You're not going to interact direct with Erin Benzacane. As she releases each class each week, and again, it's self-paced, you don't have to do it at any set time, but at the end of each week, she will take questions from the forum, and there will be a special section of the forum for that week to ask questions, and she will select certain questions from that. They will do a video, and then they will post that video answering those questions. So there's not a give and take where you can go on and say, hey, I have this question, and people jump on, or Erin answers it, or members of her team in an interactive type video. It's all pre-programmed. It's all videos. It's not PowerPoint, but it's all pre-programmed. And there were a couple of videos that I felt like they were outdated, and I believe they were outdated because this year she has prepared new videos to introduce to her course. So that's a good thing too. As I said with Lisa's class, once you're on the Facebook group, you're on forever, and people just get added more and more. This particular forum, I felt like there were no alumni from the prior years on there. It was just the people in the course this particular year. And there may be an alumni forum. I don't know that yet. I'm expecting to get information on that as time goes by. So that's a little bit of a difference there too. I don't know if Erin goes on that forum to answer questions as Lisa does on her Facebook group. Lisa and Dave do on the Facebook group. What else was there? Oh, Erin is also a published author. She's also been on the Magnolia Network, covering the recent expansion of her farm. She's also moving into plant breeding and producing unique seeds. She has her store. Elisa also has a store where you can purchase items and seeds. What else is there to compare the two? Again, the price point initially for me seemed like a big deal, but once I realized how the courses are broken out, they're pretty much the same cost. Lisa's, like I said, is throughout the year with different people, broken up into specific targeted sections and areas of interest, whereas Erin's is broad and covers everything. So if you add up all the little courses, it kind of equals the price of the big course, the comprehensive course. What other information is there? Oh, and the book is not a book, it's a workbook. So it parallels the course. It's got homework. You do have to do homework. Lisa's class did not have homework. It had a little bit, but Erin's did have a lot more homework in it. So you'll get out what you put in. If you don't do the homework, you're probably not going to get as much as you would if you had done it. So I enjoyed both classes. Would I take them again? Absolutely. There are a couple more of Lisa's classes that I want to take, specifically on the wedding flowers, once I get this bit under my belt. There is a significant difference growing from gardening, just gardening, to flower farming in, massive amounts and planning, not just planning for, so we have a succession of this is pretty, but a planning for a succession of this makes a bouquet. So there are some differences, and all those courses cover that, and there's a lot of information online. And I hope this video did help if you're on the fence about taking a class or not sure which class to take. My recommendation would be take the one that's in your climate zone, because you might find that the most helpful, or with the information that you need. If you need the comprehensive everything from A to Z, take the Floret class. If you just want to target certain areas and you already know some things and you want to target other things, take the Gardner's Workshop classes and take the combination of classes that you want and you like. And those are broken out throughout the year, so the cost hit is a little bit easier. I can't recall. I paid for the class all at once. I think there is a payment plan for Erin's class as well as the scholarship program. So there is a way to pay for it if you need it. And remember, if this is a business for you, it's a business expense. So have your accountant take that into account and get it added onto your tax deductions. Again, if you liked this video and enjoyed the information and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit the notifications bell, and subscribe, and you'll know when we have new videos coming out. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments section below, and I will try my best to answer them or find the answers for you. Have a great day and happy fall. Enjoy the weather. It's awesome.